Good evening, everybody. And tonight we've got the great pleasure of having Hima Reddi with us, and she's got some very interesting techniques for showing the trend. So I'm not going to take up any more time. Hima, welcome to the Candlestick Forum. We're anxious to see your information tonight.
All right. Well, thank you, Steve. Thanks for having me. Thanks to your team for getting everything set up and ready to rock. So first, I want to make sure that everyone can hear me. So if you guys could type a Y in your chat box there, if you can hear me, and confirm that the slides are going, how to trade momentum in any market on any time frame. And while you're at it, I would love to know where you're coming in from. And Steve and I already bonded a little bit over Pittsburgh. I used to live there many moons ago, but I'm here in St. Louis. So, all right, we've got California, Ohio, Virginia. Awesome. Some of you may be staying up late out east from here, or British Columbia, Springfield. All right, not too far from me. All right, guys. Well, I'm really excited to have you here and share your evening with me. Ooh, Tasmania. Very cool. And we're going to dive right into the content, and there will be time for Q&A in natural kind of places in my teaching, and then we should be able to have a few minutes at the end. So definitely stick with me. Keep your eyes on the screen. Keep your ears open and learn. Because what I have to share with you is how to trade momentum in any market on any time frame using my one Jedi indicator. All right. So have you ever wondered what it would be like to have an expert analyst in your back pocket? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to finally, oh, my slides are going ahead of me, guys. Can you help me out? I think I have to change a setting here. Let me try that again. Okay. And no number of tech checks can stop everything, right? Okay. So let me come back here. Do I have you guys with me? Do you see the question mark slide? Just type a Y for me. I think I took myself off the auto settings and we'll be in good shape. Okay. Rewind. Great. So, question again. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have an expert analyst in your back pocket? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to finally trade with confidence? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to finally make enough with trading that you could live the life you deserve? Would you like me to share an easy way to amplify the power of an indicator that's in every single trading system out there? Would you like me to share an easy pattern that allows me to predict trends and price momentum for you? Would you like me to share an easy way to trade futures, stocks, and options? Now, how many of you want to get as much as possible out of our time together? Type a Y in the chat for me. Because I want that for you too. For most of you here with us today, this is going to be a long-term relationship once we show you how simple this is, once we show you how easy it is to consistently extract money from the markets, once we show you how fast your business and your life can grow. You'll want to hang out with us for a lifetime. So in a moment, you're about to discover how to make money with stocks and options, even if you stink at picking them yourself. You're about to discover how to capitalize off making trades at the best prices and the best times. In a moment, you're about to discover how to catch market turns and ride the price waves up and down in just minutes a day. Would you like me to show you that? Awesome. So I promise that by the end of our time together, you'll know everything you need to pick the best trade, when to enter, and when to exit in only minutes a day. So would that be okay if I pull back that curtain for you? Great. Because here's the problem. Many traders are making it way too complicated. Many traders are getting hammered by the trends because you haven't found a consistent way to produce profits by yourself. And it's not your fault. They make it complicated. As you listen to me now, know my intention is to help you fix that problem because you're ready to take action now. Now notice, I'm going to be absolutely upfront and transparent with you today. I'm going to show you current case studies and figures today. With that, you know that trading involves risk, so it's your responsibility to evaluate any information, opinion, advice, or other content contained within my presentation. Your results are up to you. I can't predict them. I'm not going to predict them. Anyone who says they can is lying to you. I don't know your trading plan, your account size, your markets. I can only show you what's working for myself and for others. Your success is up to you. So, who am I and why should you listen to me, right? Well, if you haven't been following me for a while, here's a mercifully short introduction. I'm Hima Reddi, and I'm originally from New York, the hotbed of the markets. And I started out at 16 years old learning futures trading from my dad, a successful trader in the Gann style of trading. In fact, my dad was so far ahead of his time that he got a chunk of Amazon stocks right at the beginning. Then I became a chartered market technician, working as an analyst on Wall Street at Piper Jaffray before going it on my own to help traders directly. And over the past 20 years, between my professional analysis on Wall Street, my international publications, and my proprietary analysis and education, I've helped hundreds of thousands of individuals create a sound plan for their financial future. I'm an international speaker presenting to institutional portfolio managers and analysts, as well as individual traders, and I've been blessed to appear on Wall Street Journal, Barron's, Bloomberg, Reuters, The Street, Benzinga, and all that alphabet, NBC, CNBC, Fox, ABC, featured in Stocks and Commodities magazine, and with TradeStation. I'm also the author of the trading methodologies of W.D. Gann. So, how did I get here? Well, that's quite a story. So is it okay if I take a few minutes and I tell you my story? Type a Y for me in the chat box if you want to know a little bit about where your teacher's from tonight. Great, because it'll go by like that. So, here we go. Now, I'm a successful trader and educator, but it hasn't always been like this. Years ago, life seemed great. I was in the center of the action, working as an analyst with Piper Jaffray and making them a ton of money, starting work at 5 a.m., working late, and burning out quickly. Is anyone else here a corporate cog making someone else rich? I know, right? So I thought there must be more to life. Okay, the money was good, but I never got to see my family. You know what I mean, right? I started becoming a ghost in my own life. Then the bottom dropped out of my world. My beloved dad and mentor died suddenly. And at first, it felt like my whole world was crashing in because I had to leave my job to tend to financial and legal family matters. But then I realized that this was my ray of light, my hope to get out of this corporate grind, and I seized it with both hands. Because while I was apprenticing with my dad to learn the markets, I had started a report that I called my Skinny on the Mini. It started out as just another exercise, but soon my dad was making money with it and relying on my little report. And then I shared with other traders too, and they were benefiting. But all that stopped when I joined the corporate world. Conflicts of interest, am I right? And all those years, traders were hounding me to get the report back. So when I had to leave my job and take over my dad's accounts to trade for my mom's future, I realized that it was time to bring back the Skinny on the Mini and reclaim my life. So I sent out the call to my former traders and subscribers, and they answered yes. They would love to get the report back that ROI'd on average 7 times out of 10 for them. They couldn't wait to leave the hard work to me again. And the result was that I had time to trade my dad's and my accounts again. I started maximizing the trading methods of W.D. Gann and became the leading expert on Gann. I started teaching others the hard-earned secrets that I had learned from my late father. And in a moment, I'm going to share those very secrets with you. Because what I've discovered is that trading equals freedom. Trading equals what? Type it in for me, guys. Right? Trading equals freedom. There's only so much time in each day. And when I found the system, I got my time back and I got my family back, and that's freedom. Clearly, that's what we all want, right? Freedom. I mean, wouldn't that be awesome? But clearly, there are challenges. Many traders lose money because they don't have a proven system. Now, trading often feels complicated and overwhelming. Often it can be confusing, right? Well, they made it confusing and complicated because you don't have a simple, proven system. Because what I'm about to share wasn't available until now. And now that it is, you've got to have your 4 zones RSI coverage system. And you'll immediately notice how much easier it is to make money with trading. And I'll show you that a little later. So what's different about the 4 zones RSI coverage system? This system gives you my JEDI indicator and a system around it that helps you accurately predict turns and large moves in any market on any time frame. But more on that in a bit. Okay. First, we're going to dive right in. Now, trading momentum can be easy. But first, you need to understand how it works. And a Formula One race car track will have you understanding momentum in no time. So let's put ourselves in this helicopter. Everybody see that helicopter at the top of the screen? Type a Y for me. We're now looking down at that car. It's at the starting line. Now you're the driver. You're in that car. You rev up your engine and you go. And you pick up speed really quickly or accelerate on the straight runs of the track. Now you see a turn coming up, and you prepare accordingly. You ease off the gas to slow down or decelerate, even if it's just a little bit, so you can have more control as the car whips to the other side of the turn. Then after you make the turn and the road straightens out, you can hit the accelerator again and be on your way once more. Are you guys getting the idea of how you'd accelerate and decelerate on this race car track? Type a Y for me if you can. Awesome. Now you know exactly how price momentum works. Let's jump into the helicopter at the top of the screen and get the bird's eye view of the racetrack. See it here? That's what it would look like, right? Now let's add in momentum. It's generally plotted as a subchart on the bottom underneath price. Okay, making sense? All right. So when price is trending higher, you've got upward momentum that's improving. But then that upward momentum generally begins to slow down and peak before price does, making momentum a leading indicator. Now, during falling prices, you generally have momentum that is becoming more and more powerful to the downside. But when a price bottom is approaching, you'll see momentum turn and make a trough first. Therefore, momentum indicators can warn you about hidden strength or weakness in a market, giving you a heads up, especially when it comes to potential market turns. Is this making sense, guys? Type a Y for me if you got it. All right. Love to see that. Now we're going to dive into the indicator. But first, let me share with you results from our trading family. Hima, I value your insights. Your momentum indicator is an integral part of what I've put together. I believe I'm ready to go from paper to live trading, said Jim. All right, now that we've made momentum easy to understand, in a moment, I'm going to show you how you can make money trading momentum. But first, guys, do you want the Jedi secret that's helped me take advantage of momentum for 20 plus years now? Type a Y for me in the chat box if you want it. All right, we got a couple active participants, but I see how many people in the room. Type a Y for me in the chat box if you want to learn about my indicator. All right, that's more like it. So I'm going to let you peek behind the scenes of my trading and show you how momentum moves through the markets that you know using my special Jedi indicator. Now, this indicator is called RSI Power Zones, and you can use it on any market in any time frame. Everyone, just take a look at this screen here, okay? On the left side, you've got markets. You've got indices, so that's your S&P, your Dow, your Russell. You've got stocks, tech, utilities, you name it, everything in between, ETFs, SPY, GLD, SLV, bonds, so any of the fixed income market, FX, that's currencies, commodities like gold and oil. Do you see a market that you trade? Type your market in for me. If you see a market that's in this list that you trade, there could be any number of others, but these are just some of the most active markets in the world. All right, great. We got a lot of stock traders here tonight. Now, look on the right side for the time frame. These are just some time frames, but they're the most popular ones: monthly, weekly, daily, 60-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute. Are these time frames that you consider in your trading, whether you actually trade them directly or not? If so, go ahead and type for me your time frame. You can put an M for monthly, a W for weekly, a D for daily, and the others just drop me the numbers here. So I want to see, especially if we've got a room full of swing traders, day traders, a nice mix. Okay, lots of folks trading the daily charts. Awesome. You're going to love how the RSI Power Zones change the way you can use momentum to boost your trading. So let me take you through an example of a market that you're going to be familiar with whether you trade it or not. It's a commodity, and we're going to look at a monthly chart. This shows you that even those big picture, long-term views can benefit from RSI Power Zones. So here we've got light sweet crude oil futures, ticker CL. And on TradeStation, platform I use, you put the little @ symbol before it to get the continuous monthly chart. That way, every bit of price action here is reflecting the current front month in that history. You have my RSI Power Zones on the bottom. Now here's how the RSI Power Zones break down. There are 4 different zones. You can see 2 red and 2 green. The lower 2 lines are the bear support power zone. The lower 2 green lines are the bull support power zone. The upper 2 red lines are the bear resistance power zone, and the upper 2 green lines are the bull resistance power zone. So just take that in for a second, okay? We're just getting rid of the typical overbought, oversold, and now creating zones out of the entire RSI field. Now let's look at price action on a monthly chart compared to these zones. So there was this run up in oil, huge fast run up, and you can see that the RSI power zones moved from the bull support power zone to the bull resistance power zone, green to green, when there was a strong uptrend. And there was a really nasty fall. Okay? I was an analyst on the desks when this happened, so I remember it well. Now, when this fall occurred, it actually pushed the RSI power zones all the way down to the bear support power zone, and price made a lower low versus the most recent low. So this low right here was lower than the low before it. That is not good for the oil market. Sad face. So what happened after that? Well, it actually ended up going sideways for a while. By a while, I mean years. And this sideways price action had a lot of people thinking, okay, oil's going to recover. We're going to see it, back to $200 soon. But every single one of the price highs here was with the RSI bear resistance power zone capping while price made a high. Lower and lower and lower highs. So from there was another breakdown. And notice now the whole momentum of this market had shifted, and it was now respecting the bear zones. It went from bear resistance to bear support. Okay, lower lows in price, RSI power zones fall into the bear support. Now, there was a recovery, then there was another move down. It's getting really choppy into the more recent price action, but take a look. Here, you had that recovery, but it didn't last very long because RSI power zones came back to the bear resistance power zone. Are you guys seeing this? How this opens up how you can use momentum? Type a Y for me. Type a Y for me if you're seeing how using zones, the whole RSI field, can completely open up your ability to analyze and extract profits. Awesome. Let's take a look at another example of a market that I know you guys all know well. This is an ETF on a weekly chart, okay? Just to give you another time frame and really show you any market, any time frame. Here we've got the SPY, so that's the S&P 500 ETF. And this market had a lot of sideways consolidation going on, right? Big choppy sideways action going nowhere real fast. Then it broke out higher above this dashed line. Now when it did that, it provided a pullback in price or an opportunity for a return. And that return coincided with the RSI power zones holding the bull support power zone. From there, we had a huge strong advance higher. And that strong advance higher brought price all the way up to whole new levels, and the RSI power zones pushed all the way up to the bull resistance power zone from the bull support power zone. Simply being aware of these zones and monitoring them on your chart as price made this advance in itself would be hugely valuable, and it was to me. Now, after this spike in price happened, we went sideways for a while. And a lot of my traders got a little nervous, but then I looked at this real close and I said, you know what? This is a very sharp pullback in price, yes. But look at the RSI power zones. All they did was go from the bull resistance power zone to the bull support power zone fast. That means they unwound the rubber band. Okay, it stretched back to normal, and it was ready to start stretching again, and price really moving. It went sideways for a while, but it kept respecting the bull support power zone. From there was another breakout higher, and that breakout higher did something funny, okay? The RSI power zones hinted that there would be a little bit of a slowdown here, but the important thing was that it all came out from the RSI lifting from the bull support power zone. So, are you guys seeing the value of this now in a different market? We got an ETF, we got a weekly chart, we had a commodity, we had a monthly chart. We're going to look at more, but I want you to type a Y for me if you are understanding how we're losing the whole field of the RSI. Okay, great. Now, before we get into how you find the trade setups, I want to share some more feedback from my family, my trading family. My first month using RSI power zones was also my best trading month so far, said Susie. Now we're on to identifying the trade setups. Okay, this is where we look at how are we narrowing in and actually setting up trades based on specific setups using the RSI power zones. This is my proprietary 3-step approach that will help you find great trade setups. And I'm going to show you actual setups that I used and I shared with my trading family. They all knew that I was doing this when it was happening and could take advantage of it. But first, the steps. So this is a slide where at the end we're going to have 3 main steps, and then we're going to look at the real-life examples of them. So the first step is to review the chart and assess the price trend. Now here you might think, hey, Hima, all this time you've been talking about momentum, and now you're talking about price again. Yeah, because price is the most important thing in your chart. Momentum is a calculation based off price. So you want to trade in the direction of the prevailing price trend to extract the most profit out of the market. So how do you do that? Well, I'm going to show you in our examples. So your resulting answers will be either the market under analysis is in an uptrend, a downtrend, or going sideways. Sideways is an option, guys. Then you evaluate the RSI power zones reading. So what we're specifically doing is looking at the RSI value relative to the 4 power zones. Then you determine the presence of an entry signal between price and momentum. So these 3 steps, cycling through, allow you to get that heads up in the market and then strategize trades around it. So let's come back to our markets and time frames. How about a stock on a daily chart? Okay. So here's Netflix. Here's an actual call, an actual setup I put out to my trading family so that they could take advantage of it as soon as I saw it. So step 1 is to review the chart and assess the price trend. Let's take a look at this. How do you determine trend? Some of you might be experts at it. Some of you might be super new. Well, let's make sure everyone understands how you determine trend. That is the key to getting started with the right setup. So what you do is you look as far back as you can, as you need to. For everyone's a little different. For me, it's about 4 to 6 months. And then you look at the highs and lows in price action to figure out where you are trend-wise. So take your eyes all the way back, guys, to the first bit of price action here. You can see there was a little high there, right? Just a little baby high, but it was a high. Then there was a lot of choppy price action and a low formed. From there, price really started to pick up, broke higher. Then it corrected back down again, but made a higher low. After that, it put in a higher high. And then based on where I'm showing you, this is where I called out the setup to my trading family, it was setting up for a potential higher low. It just wasn't confirmed yet. It wasn't established yet. So this lineup of higher highs and higher lows suggests an uptrend in price, but a corrective pullback in motion. Okay, it's in the pause phase of a trend. Now, next step, evaluate the RSI power zones reading. Where is the RSI relative to the zones? You can see visually that it is in the bull support power zone. Okay, so that's helpful. Now that we have an uptrend in price and RSI in the bull support power zone, would you look for long setups or short setups? What do you guys think? Type in L for long, S for short. Would you be looking to buy? Would you be looking to sell? Just based on the information I've given you here. Okay. The third step is where we determine the presence of an entry signal. And there was an entry signal here between price and momentum. And this signal alone, along with the understanding of the uptrend and the RSI power zones, allowed me to get my traders to take advantage of this move to the upside. So what was the size of the move? It started at this low here at 271.22. It went up to this high at 423.21. That is a $151.99 advance, percentage-wise a 56% move higher. Who would want a piece of that? Even if you just got, 60% of that move. Type a Y for me if you would have liked that. How about even 50% of it? You don't have to get in at the exact market lows and highs, guys. to extract your profit from the market. And I have a whole training that dives into the RSI power zones for true mastery, and I'll show you the signal in module 2, because I can't teach you everything you need to know within an hour. It would do you a disservice. It would shoot you in the retirement. Yes, shoot you in the retirement. Okay? Money isn't just money. It's the blood, sweat, and tears that you took to make it. And you can't afford to lose any of it. So I'm here to help you maximize it. And of course, I can't teach you everything that I've learned in 20 years in an hour. So fair warning, don't do this at home without help. Okay? After all, that's what brought you here today. If you were able to do all this without help, you wouldn't be here. So in a moment, I'm going to show you what you've been missing, and then we can take a look at how I can teach you more in depth. Is this making sense? Are you guys getting this? Type a Y for me again if you understand, because we're going to dive into another one of your favorite markets that I get asked about a lot. But first, I need to know you're still with me. All right, awesome. Another stock on the daily chart. Twitter. Take a look at this market. What's step 1? It's the same step 1 we just went through 2 times. Review the chart and assess the price trend. Okay. How do we do that? We go back on a daily chart 4 to 6 months, and you look for the highs and the lows. So I'm going to just paint them out for you, and then you guys are going to tell me what the trend is. Give me your guesses. Is this an uptrend? Is this a downtrend? Is it sideways? What's going on here? Go ahead and type your answers for me in the chat box. Okay. So far, so good. We've got broad consensus that it's an uptrend, but it is with a corrective pullback in motion, like Chuck is saying, just a little bit of a corrective move downward. So we don't know if it's going to resume higher, but because it's after higher lows, it's a good chance it will. Now we move on and we assess the RSI power zones. Where is it? Where is this line? I'll hover my mouse. I'll actually put an arrow to it to make it easier for you to see. But which lines is it between? You might be picking this up fast and no. All right, good job, Bill. It is a bull zone, but which one? Is it a bull support zone or a bull resistance zone? All right, it's the bull support power zone. Great job. Okay, meaning that this is an area where when RSI comes into this zone and price is in an uptrend, I'm actually expecting a price low to confirm there. Okay. All right, so we did step 1 and 2. What's next? Step 3. We got to determine that entry signal. So here is the signal date. So on this date, on this chart, I was able to calculate to the penny this upside target that you see here, 39.13. And I shared it with my traders. This was based on a signal going on between price and momentum. And here's what unfolded. So the low was at 26.60. And the target was met with, an uptrend developing along the way, its own series of higher highs and higher lows. The size of this move, $12.53. That's a 47% move higher. Basing that calculation just on price and momentum. Again, I have this whole training that dives into all 4 of the RSI power zones, and I'll give you the signal in that system. I'm just trying to show you here what you didn't know that you didn't know, okay? That trading with momentum can be simple when you follow the expert. Is this making sense, guys? Are you getting this? Give me a Y in the chat box. Sweet. All right. I think you're ready for another example. And we're going to switch markets. Now, let's take a look at currency on a daily chart. So here we have the Swiss franc, ticker symbol USDCHF, and we're going to go through the same 3 steps. Number 1, review the chart and assess the price trend. Now, when you go back on this chart, it stands out pretty clearly that there's this extreme high. Price made a low, and price made a lower high. Price made a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. I sound like a broken record. That's the best kind of trend, is the broken record trend, because it's just moving steadily. So what trend is this, guys? Uptrend, downtrend, or sideways based on what you see here? Go ahead and let me know. Okay. This is a downtrend in price, and it's at the extreme part of the downtrend, right? It just made a lower low. It's not in any sort of recovery mode. Now, where are the RSI power zones? We need to evaluate the RSI power zones reading. Now, this is where it gets a little funny. Okay, it's not just nice and clean in one zone. When you look at this, you can see that the RSI moved from the bear resistance power zone with that first lower high to the bear support power zone with the latest set of lows. Okay, so this reinforces that this has been a downtrend situation with RSI respecting the bear zones, right? The two red zones. Now, there is a signal here between price and momentum. And that signal alone, which I shared with my traders and I showed them exactly where it confirms, led to this move. Now, I am not a currency trader, right? But I do analyze them because if you can chart it, I can analyze it. That's the beauty of being a technical analyst. And when I analyzed this, I was so dumbfounded by the results that I double-checked with a bunch of FX trader friends, and they all confirmed my math, which was the following. A low 0.9186, a high 1.0050. When you do all the currency exchange rate fancy math, that was an $8,600 move off my one signal using RSI power zones and price. That's it. Now, this was a reversal, right? We went from a downtrend to something else, a big green arrow to the upside. There were opportunities along the way. And I have signals in my system that show you how to either enter later if you missed the first signal, or build upon your position, or where to scale your position down so that you're capturing your profits. This allows you to extract consistent profits, because that's what it's all about, right? You guys don't want to just make profits in the market. You want to make them consistently. That's what's going to get you that independence, that freedom you want from trading. Are you guys getting this? Type a yes for me if you want more consistent profits. All right. That's what I like to see. And that's the results that our trading family loves to see too. Like David. I install the RSI Power Zones indicator, and it's just amazing how accurate it is on all markets. It actually gives advance warning before the price moves. Who wouldn't love advance warning before the price moves? You would love that, right? Yeah, I would. Okay. Let me ask you, did I provide value for you today? Did you learn? Are you ready for more? Type a Y for me in the chat box. Okay, then it is time to master RSI Power Zones. So far, you've heard about how I've come to really benefit using RSI Power Zones in different markets I trade and observe. Here's what some more of my students have to say. I was very impressed with the education Hima provided that came with my indicator. Hima's RSI Power Zones indicator has become the standard on all of my charts, said Rob. The day after learning one of Hima's RSI Power Zones trend continuation entry signals, I tested it out on a 5-minute chart of Tesla. With this one trade, I made over 3 figures, covering the cost of her newest course, said Norman. I got your RSI Power Zones training, and the next morning on the market open, I found UNH, with a stock, as a short candidate, using the weekly chart. By the time I sold the position, it nearly paid for the whole course. Thanks for sharing your knowledge and keeping your content reasonably priced, said Aaron, apparently my neighbor here in Missouri. So, are you going to be our next success story? Picturing this, okay, how simple it can be to trade when you have help? I want you to see in your mind's eye, okay, you finally able to turn your trading around and make the money with trading and live the lifestyle you've always wanted to. Okay, you get to hang out with your kids and your grandkids and give back to your community. So great. This is what I've got for you. This system is the RSI Power Zone system called the 4 Zones RSI Coverage System. And before I give this to you, I want to show you all the features and benefits using this system will give you. First, rapid results. You can learn to use the system in as fast as 60 minutes and it'll be up and running. It's perfect for any account size, $5,000, $10,000, or $100,000 or $1 million or more, you can trade this. You can pinpoint your trades faster, so it takes less time. You can get more profit because it's perfect to add to whatever you're doing right now. It's perfect for beginners, so easy that anyone can do it, and it's perfect for experts to diversify their accounts. Because the 4 zones RSI coverage system gives you all this. But first, who is this not for? This is not for those who are trying to get rich quick. Okay? Like anything worthwhile in life, trading takes consistent work to get consistent returns. So if you're here to play the slot machines, this isn't for you. Now, who is this for? This is for those who are ready to analyze the markets like the expert to optimize and boost their trading. This is for those who want to diversify what they're already doing for additional profits. This is for those who are ready to step up and take action for their own financial freedom. Now, since you're still sitting with me here, you're taking the time to learn to boost your trading, you're ready to take action, because it's time to remember what you forgot to remember. You can let it be easy. On my 4 zones RSI coverage system, I give you my 20 years experience on a silver platter. And it's 100% focused on step-by-step systems, instantly accessible, starting with video tutorials, okay, where I take you by the hand. And you move through the 8 phases of trading. So they have a complete approach to minimize mistakes. I give you my top RSI Power Zones trading signals from years of study and observation, with various real-world examples across multiple markets and multiple time frames. You got a taste of that here tonight, right? I also walk you through my best entries, exits, and protective stop strategies so that you can extract the most profit from the market using RSI Power Zones. And there's a whole lot more in there. Now, to make it even easier, I want you guys to take your minds back to, I don't know, maybe middle school. For me, it was earth science, okay? And you learn a concept in school, and then you find out, you learned this on Monday, you have a pop quiz on Thursday, and you start freaking out. The really nice teachers who wanted to aid your learning, they give you a cheat sheet. They'll say, hey, bring in that half piece of paper with your formulas and use it to reinforce what you learn. So I'm going to give you cheat sheets too. Okay? This will boost and expedite your path to learning to help you in your trading. So these cheat sheets are PDFs that you can download and print out, keep right by your trading desk. And you'll see filled out ones such as this grid right here, talking about different zones, where they are compared to the power zones, etc. So you're going to get access to this whole cheat sheet and more. Now, you're going to love this. This is the very thing everyone's always pestering me to get, but I have to have it specially coded for you. So I'm also including the RSI Power Zones indicator in all the formats shown here. TradeStation, Thinkorswim, NinjaTrader 7, NinjaTrader 8. MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, eSignal, Ensign, Sierra Chart, Trade Navigator, TradingView. Now, these are the programs that I have the indicator for, and you've got the settings, and they're all available for you to download and install with instructions. And you can download the indicator for as many platforms as you like, to as many machines as you like, as many times as you like. Forever. Do you guys get that? This is a no-limit download. So let's say you currently use TradeStation like me, but you want to start trading FX, and so you're, trying MetaTrader. Great. Put your RSI Power Zones there, no problem. And if I develop this indicator for any other softwares in the future and put them in the 4 Zones RSI Coverage System portal, you'll get them, okay? So this is what has really helped people see this on their own charts. Okay? And I'm giving you these indicators as part of the complete system, even though I could sell them separately. Now, I've included everything to set you up for success. The only thing you could possibly still need from me is for me to take you by the hand personally and help you. Actually, would you like that, guys? Would that help you if I hopped on the computer with you and showed you live how it's done and answered your questions right there on the spot? Type a Y for me if you'd like that. I don't know. Do you really want it? Okay, cool. I see you do. So, I'm going to give you all this, including me. Monthly group coaching for life. Once a month, we're going to get together online with me personally. You don't have to go anywhere, it's online. And every month we'll spend an hour together and I will personally walk you through the market analysis, with open Q&A to help you become the trader you want to be. This is with your markets guides. You're going to give me your tickers, and I'm going to do analysis for you just like I've been doing here. And I have a bit more tonight too. Is this making sense? Would you like to get your hands on that? All right, great. I've got it all ready for you. So, the dates for the portals, the dates for the sessions are in your portal, and all of these sessions are recorded so that if you happen to miss one live, you'll have access to it. So the 4 zones RSI coverage system, we went through the components. We've got the on-demand video tutorial, retail value $1,997. Cheat sheets, retail $197. Monthly live group coaching. Now, this is priceless because it's personal time with me, but if I had to put a price on it, this is easily $797 just for the first couple of months because I easily charge $500 an hour for my coaching, but you get me for life. And the RSI Power Zones Indicator, $497 value. So all of this comes to a total value of $3,488. And it's worth every penny. And let me ask you, if all this system did for you is help you to trade an additional market this week, would it be worth it? Yes. If all this system did for you is help you finally make money with trading momentum, would it be worth it? Absolutely. If all this system did for you is help you make so much money with trading that you can quit your job, travel the world, and live the lifestyle you deserve, would it be worth the investment? Of course. So, the total value of this system is $3,488 because I want you to make an investment in your future, because I want to have you see a return on your investment fast. For a limited time, I'm making this system available for one low, easy investment of $297. You can sign up at himareddi.com/myRSI. Now I'm going to make it even easier for you. When you visit himareddi.com/myRSI and invest in the system today, I'm going to give you all this because I want to see you finally succeed in your trading. So I'm giving you our personal 100% satisfaction buyback guarantee. All right, you take action now, use the complete package for 90 days, and wear the tires off the system. Okay? If you aren't 100% satisfied with your investment, then I'll give you your money back as my gift to you. I want you to be 150% satisfied with the 4 zones RSI coverage system because, after all, my clients tend to stick around a long time and become my friends too. So follow the whole system. I want you to get out there and treat it like a rental car. Okay, put it through its paces, drive it all over the country, wear the tires off the thing. And if you still don't feel you've gotten far more than your investment, then I will hop on the phone with you, personally work with you, and what I really want is for you to be totally satisfied. And that's what we guarantee. If that still hasn't happened, then I'll give you your money back. Simple as that. Again, the total value of the system is over $3,488, and for a limited time, I'm giving it to you for the simple, easy investment of $297. So you can go ahead and take action now. Sure. Do we have the chat link available here? Great. Okay. I will go ahead and drop it too, just in case you guys want to click from here. Makes it easy. All right. Can you type an L if the link came through? Awesome. Okay, great. So, what happens after you sign up? Well, first you get 2 emails. One of them is your login, and the other is your invoice. Okay? So the RSI Power Zones portal is not my login for all of my education. And you come here, and then you sign in with the details in your login email. Real simple. So you hit access now, type in your username and your password, and you're in. Once you're in, you're coming over to the 4 zones RSI coverage system, and you're going to start here. Real simple, real direct, okay? Lets you know exactly where you can get your education going. Now, all the training that you're going to need is right there, where you can easily get to it and get started. Again, right over here, over start here. Now, when you load that page, you're going to see what's this other cool content. That's some undisclosed bonuses. You're going to love it. What can I say? The team and I, we love to over-deliver. So you need to take action now because this offer's not available for too long. Again, you can sign up at himareddi.com/RSI to take advantage, /my RSI to take advantage of this limited time offer and get this whole system for $297. Now, I'm going to give you a taste of the monthly coaching I do. How many of you want that? Type a Y for me if you want a taste of monthly coaching. All right. So for that, in my best superhero voice, let's head to the charts. So here we've got some recent price action of markets that my traders ask me about all the time. Amazon is a huge one, okay? Now, I was staying out of Amazon for a while, and the RSI power zones are what clued me into this. See how price moved lower after the RSI power zones were backing away from the bear resistance power zone? And I'm going to highlight this for you so it's crystal clear. Right here, backing away from the bear resistance power zone, Amazon making a lower high. Not a good place to get long. And you would not have seen that with the traditional RSI indicator. It just would not have clued you in. That's just not how it's designed. But the RSI power zones did. And that has kept my traders out of Amazon, waiting to see how all this price action unfolds, instead of wasting their money trying to buy a stock that's not going anywhere right now. Here's a stock of the British pound, or chart of the British pound. Does this look familiar, guys? I got this recently. I got it more recently than another chart. But doesn't this look like something else we reviewed tonight? You guys remember? Yes, it was another currency chart. It was the USD CHF chart. Looks so similar, right? This should bring your attention to the fact that similar price action with similar RSI behavior happens all the time. In fact, I'm going to show you that I can do this analysis for you on the spot, and you're going to learn how to do this as well. Ready? Step 1, determine the price trend, right? All right. This price action here, up until the recent, was high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now, there's lots of little pieces in between. What's your vote, guys? It's the uptrend, downtrend, sideways. That until in the part that I circled. Okay. Now, there was a signal here, the same signal that was on the Swiss franc chart, that would have helped you be ready for this reversal, for the fact that price was bottoming. So if you were short, it would have helped you take off your profits, okay, not give your money back to the market. And if you were looking to go long, this would have clued you in that it might be time to be ready. So from here going forward, now I'm starting to see the shift, and I can actually navigate this better because of the RSI power zones. How about GLD, gold ETF? Again, this is recent price action. You can see there was this huge run up, and then this move lower. And this move lower, all it's doing is moving from the bull resistance power zone to the bull support power zone. Looking at the RSI this way, using power zones and applying the signals on top of the power zones, helps you see things earlier than you would have otherwise, and get ahead of what the price action is going to do and be ready for it, okay? You trade as per your account, your strategies, and I cover all of that in the system because everyone's different. Some of you are more aggressive than others. Some of you are more conservative in terms of your trading. Okay? So I want to make sure that no trader is left behind. This is covering the education for the expert as well as the beginner. And the investment of $297 allows it to be that no trader is left behind. So with that, I have got some time for Q&A. Just come back here where you guys are asking me questions. Oh, yes. Question that's bound to come up is, well, what else is in the portal, right? I give you a little teaser and I showed it to you. So I will show you a little bit more in here. Because I want you to understand how I've designed this from a teaching point of view. Okay, I used to teach professionally as well to people on Wall Street. So I know how to take complex concepts and put them into simple terms. Don is asking, is it $297 each year? No, Don. $297 is for life. One investment, that's it. Have a nice day. We'll see you in the monthly coaching sessions. If you have questions, you can email my team. all right? But that $297 gets you in. And once a month, again, we're going to get together live, and I'm going to go through your Q&A and your markets for up to 60 minutes, and that is for life. So $297 one time, you're set. You guys, I don't think you understand that when we do this monthly coaching live, this is custom analysis. And at this price point, it is like getting a bespoke suit made for the cost of an off-the-rack one. And the same great quality of my teaching, just at a really awesome low price. And again, the recordings of those monthly sessions will be in the portal. So here, do you guys want to see a deeper dive into the portal? Type a Y for me so you can understand exactly how I'm going to navigate you to learn all this. Okay, great. So let's look at this page right here. 4 zones RSI coverage system is inside the product. That's what you're signing up for tonight. You go to start here and you load the page. And then guess what? Halfway down the page, this isn't all of it, there is more, is your cheat sheet to download. It's right there. It's ready to go. And it's very important to download the cheat sheet first so that you're able to better navigate all the tutorials. The next thing that you would do is go in the RSI Power Zone section where the indicator is. I have videos on how the RSI Power Zones work, additional key concepts, reminders of the movement through the zones, and I have the actual indicators listed for you for download. If you have any issues at all, any questions, you can ask my team and we'll help you get set up. Okay, so there's indicators. Now, all the way through the 8 phases of trading, there's a section called Putting It All Together. And in this section, there's a whole lot. There are walkthroughs. This is walkthroughs of me taking more real-life examples of the RSI Power Zones in action and showing them to you. There's FAQs, the questions that come in regularly that I put into to help you better understand the RSI Power Zones. And the best part when you're a beginner is the coaching archive, because that's where you can come in and really get a taste of the coaching, get help understanding the indicator before our next live coaching. Now, a couple more things I want to show you in here. Here, this had to zoom in. I had to squish down because there's so much on this page. This is signal observation. Bunch of stuff that I'm teaching you here. Okay, this is the bread and butter, right? How you get in the market is one of the most important pieces. And another really cool thing about my portal is that there is this nice little guide for you. It gently directs you, okay? You can't just go hopping around here. You've got to go in the order I gave you in order to ingest the knowledge and information, download the indicators, the cheat sheet, in the best approach possible. Again, I've been teaching for years, so I know how to get you quickly in tune with what I want to teach you. So this bar shows you your progression. So of course, this is inside of my portal. So of course, I've completed 100%. Now, when you move through, it'll show portions, 25%, 50%. Great. Take in the information, and when you're ready, go to the next page. And it's all lined up for you. You guys like that? You like directed learning, so you don't have to go through decision fatigue and try to figure out, oh my God, where do I start? What's the first tutorial? Blah, blah, blah. You just get a nice, simple path to learning. All right. Awesome. Well, I got a couple more minutes here for questions from you guys. Yeah, sure. I'll bring back this slide right here. So you guys let me know, what is it that you want to learn about more in our monthly coaching live? Because I can always keep that in mind for when we get together, those of you who join. And my team is letting me know about all of you who have joined. I'm very excited to have you. I'm excited to explore my indicator and my signals and everything else with you. I think it's going to really help you in whatever you're already doing. With Steve and his team, anywhere else, this approach can layer on top of what's already working for you. That's why I put it out there. Does this work on 2-minute charts intraday? Debbie asks. Well, 2-minute charts is a little bit of a vacuum. In theory, yes, but is it 2-minute chart of a penny stock? Probably not. Debbie, what market are you trading? Go ahead and let me know. Then I can answer your question fully. We had a slide before where I went through very popular markets. Oh yeah, SPX, yeah. That's an active market, absolutely. So any active market in any time frame. And again, there's a 90-day money-back guarantee. So you can go out, get this now, spend your 3 months on it, and on the 89th, 90th day, it doesn't matter, you come back and you say, you know what, this isn't for me. All right, we'll do everything we can to help you maximize it. Otherwise, you're on your way. Okay, guys, I am going to let you guys ask me some more questions here. My team, again, letting me know all the new folks who are joining us. Excited to have you. I look forward to seeing you at the next monthly live group coaching. Should be interesting given the market conditions. All right. Steve, do you have any questions for me? I'm curious, since this is my first time here with your trading family tonight. So yes, again, we've got this question of, is that $297 a year? No, no, no. It is $297 for life. One investment gets you for life. Okay, but it's for limited time. It's not going to stay at this price and this structure. All right. Awesome. All right, cool. Steve says, no, good info. Very good. I guess I was pretty clear then. For those of you asking questions about what the RSI settings are, you're going to get that all in the portal upon download. So you'll have the settings that you can see, and then for the platforms that I make available, you'll be able to download. Yes, the code for the indicator is included, Tim. Absolutely. Now, it depends on what platform you're using. I have it for the most popular ones. They're also listed at the sign-up page. So when you go to himareddi.com/myRSI, you'll see them listed, I believe, down the side. Okay, so I can tell you, because I think I have them memorized. Let's test. All right, TradeStation, Thinkorswim, NinjaTrader 7, NinjaTrader 8, MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, TradingView, eSignal, Ensign, and yeah, I think there's 11. I know there's 11, so I may have missed 2. Again, you can just take a look at himareddi.com/myRSI. Yes, Tim, we have it for Thinkorswim. A lot of my traders use Thinkorswim. A lot of them use TradeStation and NinjaTrader. So that's why I list those first. But in the portal, there'll be an alphabetical order for you to download. So for Thinkorswim, just scroll down to right after TradeStation, and there'll be a folder with everything you need to get it set up. For Thinkorswim, there's even an instructional video, because that programmer was just an A+ guy and said, you know, Hima, I really want your traders up and running fast. Here's an instructional video. And for everything else, we have completely clear-cut instructions, and we'll get you up and running with it. All right, guys. I really had fun here with you tonight. I love when my students are actually listening and learning and engaging. And I am really excited that I get to do this, that I get to share what's worked for me over all these years. And remember, I'm giving you everything you need to get going with this, including access to me personally and the best guarantee in the industry. Okay, 3 months to try it out. And this $297 will not only go up soon, every moment you delay can cost you money in the markets. So it's time to take action now at himareddi.com/myRSI, and I'll see you soon on the inside.